What's up everyone, in this tutorial we'll be showing you how to use Wix hoverboxes, and this is a step-by-step tutorial, so stick around to the end so you can get the best of it. We're currently on Wix.com, and at the top right corner, if you're just starting, you can click on Get Started, or if you have an account already, you can click on Log In. You will need to put in your email, and then click on Continue with Email. Under Password, fill in your password and click on Log In. So right now we're on our Wix dashboard where we have some websites we already made in the past. And for this tutorial, we will be using an already made website and try to show you how you can use hoverboxes on your existing website, or after creating one, you can follow the steps in this video. So we're going to go ahead with one of them. And then at the top right area here, you can see Design Site. So now we have our website loaded up, and we're going to go over to the left sidebar where we have some tools. We have Add Section and Add Element. Now most of what we're going to be doing will be centered around here. So we're going to click on Add Section, but before we do that, we're going to need to scroll to an area where we want to add our hover boxes. So say we want to add our hover box between this section and our story section. In order to do that, we're just going to go around there. And you could either hover over it to click on Add Section, or come over here, click on Add Section, and you can see the section is between where we wanted it to be. It's between our story and my event section. So now we have our blank section, and here you can add a design section, an AI section generator, or add elements. Exactly what we want to do is to add elements. So we're going to go over to Add Element at the top left area here. Or you could click on Add Element here. It's going to open the same button which we were at a few seconds ago. Now under Elements, lots of elements to play with, but we're just going to go over to Box. Here you have themed boxes, container boxes, hover boxes, and tabs. Now as you hover over each of them, interestingly, they take you to exactly where you want to be. Our interest is with hover boxes, so we're going to click on it. And it also gives us some information about hover boxes, as hover boxes change appearance on a mouse over. So if you take your mouse over them, your mouse will cause an effect on the hover box. So without further ado, let's pick one of them. We're going to scroll to make a choice, and sometimes it can be hard, but we're just going to choose this one. Then it says to add, just drag and drop. So we're going to do just that. Drag it over here and drop it right here. Now, of course, we now have our hover box, but it is more than that because you actually need to make some other settings to make it make sense. So currently you can see that the hover box has a regular and a hover. When we have it under hover, you can see the play option. Play it on. And you can see it changes briefly because that is what is expected when you actually have your mouse over the hover box. So if we want to have a preview of it, we can click on the preview button right here at the top right corner, click on it, preview. And now you can see we're in the preview mode. It's important to have a preview so you can see how it works at the end. So we're going to hover over it, out of it, in and out, in and out. You can see the difference. Now there are two pictures and you can see the effect of this hover, right? So going back to the editor, we need to make some more changes to personalize it for our website. Now here you have the change design option, the design, the animation and effects, hover interaction added, etc. So we're going to click on change design. So after clicking on change design, this pop-up will be here. It's called the box design pop-up. Now here, if you hover over this different colors, the effect will be obvious on your hover box. The next, you can click on Customize Design button down here, and you can change the fill color, border, corners, and shadow. So these are preferential settings which you can take for yourself depending on what you want. We're going to close this, and here we're going to click on this button for animation and effects. But before we do that, we're going to click away from it, then click on it again, then go over to hover, then move the container box to the right, click on the image. And then at the bottom, you can see change image, edit image, and some other settings for our image. We're going to click on change image. And then we're going to come here where we can upload media. You have the choice to upload from different sources, but we're going to be using from our computer. Now you can click on upload from computer or drag and drop files right here. We're going to be doing just that. So we're going to drag it here and drop it. And they're currently loading. So now we have two files here. We're going to choose one of them, and now it has been added. If you'd like to crop it, you can click on the crop option here and move it up here. You could also minimize the size of it. And then when you're satisfied, you can click on apply, click on play. And then if you'd like to change the second image, you can go over to regular, and it's going to show you the first image. You can click on the image again, click on change image, and choose the other photo which you uploaded. After selecting it, you can come to the bottom right, click on choose image. And now that that's added, we're going to click on the hover, click on play. And when we play it, you can see the difference. Now it's pretty fast, and you could also change the duration. Still on the settings, you can look over here and you can see timing. And you can see the duration is 0.4 seconds. We're going to take it to about 1 second. The delay can be taken to about 0.3 seconds. And the easing in, you can also make your choice. So it has ease in and ease out selected already. When we click on play, you can see the difference. Now, in order to see the difference as it would be on your site, you can go over to the top right corner, click on preview. And now we have ourselves in a preview mode. You can hover over it. And that's the effect of the hover box. Looks cool, right? Now remember, you want to make your website user-friendly, whether it's on PC or on the mobile version. In order to check this out in the mobile version, you can go over to the top left area, and here you can see it's currently on the desktop view, and you can go over to switch to mobile. We're going to click on it, and you can see it's currently on mobile view, and as we scroll down, we can see how it's going to look like. Great, so now we can go back to our desktop, and we have our view again on desktop. Now there's two more things we'd like to show you, and we're going to go back to our editor, and we're going to try to show you another example in case you want to add another hover box. So if you want to add another hover box in the same section, all you need to do is to click on it and drag to the left to reposition it. So we're going to put it on the left side, and then right here we have another space to put another hover box. We can come over here to add elements, go over to box, click on hover boxes, and we could add another. You'll need to consider the existing space so everything works out really nicely. So we're going to take this one. So we just clicked on it and it's here in the center, and we want to make it more organized. So we're going to move it over to the right. And if this looks centralized enough for you, you can click away from it. And of course, you can make the changes to the pictures as we did in the first instance. Now, one more thing we'd like to show you is to make a better background. Why is that important? Because, of course, we have a nice picture right here, and below it we have more information, but this just looks a little bit bland. So, in order to change the background, we're going to click on an empty space right here, and you can see change background. Click on it, and then you have some options right here. Of course, you can add a color, an image, or a video, and these two hover boxes can be playing above everything else. So we're going to look at some examples here, and let's see, maybe we can add, perhaps we could add this one. And with that added, you can see a nice background beneath our hover boxes. There are more settings which we can click on to change the overlay pattern, the video opacity. It's currently at 100. The color behind the video is at 100, which is also none. And we can leave it as is. We can go again to have a preview of what we've done, and awesome. We have the starting of our website, and when we come down here and we hover over it, the picture changes and we can see the effect for each of the hover boxes, right? So this looks great. So in the end, you're able to add a hover box here on Wix. With the use of hover boxes, you can make your website more dynamic and more attractive. We hope at the end of this step-by-step guide, you are now able to add hover boxes and use them efficiently on your website. Thanks for watching.